My wife asked me, better say this right because she's going to watch this. She asked me why I don't make YouTubes, or why I don't make another one, or why not use the rest of the footage and all the stuff that I filmed to show you what we've done. And I just didn't find joy in doing it by myself anymore. But occasionally, my kids want to sit down and they want to watch what we've all done over the last 6 months, year and a half. And as I've got kids growing up and moving out and going off to college or getting married or doing things and not being home anymore, I thought I might share with them just as much as everybody else. I mean, it's not like we have a whole lot of people that watch this crap. So, let's do this. Long time ago, a little over a year ago, we built a pond. Fantastic pond. I had a backhoe out here, an excavator and a dozer, and I built it up, and when I was done, it constantly leaked. I really had no idea what I was doing. I needed to have a keyway in it under the dam so that the water wouldn't leak underneath the dam. The dam wasn't wide enough. It wasn't what it should have been. So I had a dirt work guy that I've worked with in the past. I had him come out and I told him what I wanted, and he went above and beyond. I mean, he bulldozed trees. He widened the dam exponentially. He blew out all sorts of stuff. And as you can see, the dam now goes back an awful lot farther. It's considerably wider. It's not as steep or as rocky. He ended up cutting in underneath all here, about 8 feet wide, 10 feet deep, put in a keyway from here all the way to where the road used to be, raised the dam up, put in a loaf, what is that called? Place for the water to drain, so the pond will have a runoff section. Sloped it all a whole lot better, and just did a phenomenal job. We had brought over a bunch of clay from another pond over there and packed it in right over here, and he bulldozed and took all of that clay and packed in the ground. There was more clay over there. You can see the different colors. The different color right here, that's clay. Pulled all of that clay out and packed the whole bottom of this thing. Absolutely did a phenomenal job. And then I had thing 1 and thing 2. My amazing little boys built me a fish habitat out of PVC pipe and dog glues that I've been going, okay, we need to figure this out. We're going to do something. I told them, hey, why don't you boys take care of it for me? I just stacked a bunch of rocks and stuff right there. I think I'm going to end up getting, I don't know, maybe some of these cedar trees like that right there. We're going to grab some cedars and see if we can bind them all up and maybe stick them in here in the bottom. That's the leftover pond water of the original pond. It's probably still about a foot deep. He ended up raising the whole ground up in here about a foot to a foot and a half to lay down the clay all over everything. But honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. But I did a dang good job. But when you've got somebody that absolutely knows what they're doing, man, it was beautiful to sit here and watch him work and just plow through everything. So we've got fish habitat zone number 1. It is, I mean, look at this. They just screwed the crap out of everything. Just put this thing together. I couldn't be happier with them. Totally excited. And then I just got a whole bunch of boulders and stones and stuff that, I mean, I've got a massive pile right up there buried in the dirt. And so I've been taking the bobcat, or the bobcat here, pulling them all out of the ground, putting them in the bucket, bringing them back over. There was some chimney bricks that my cousin, when he was here, we brought down a bunch of chimney bricks from a house he was remodeling. And anyways, that's that. I think somewhere else out here, I don't know, maybe in between all this crap right here, we're gonna do a couple of trees or something. Just bind them all together, anchor them with some stone. I am really, really excited to get this pond finished, done, and get water in here so I can get some fish in here. My boys, my older boys, once we got here, they were fishing nonstop. Going to all the creeks that they could, jumping in the car, jumping in the truck, jumping in whatever, and going out fishing as much as they could. And they found so much enjoyment and fun in it. And I always felt bad because I didn't get to go with them. Now, they didn't invite me. I asked occasionally, hey, can I come? Hey, you want me to come? But they're off doing their own thing, and they're older teenagers, so I get that. But I do realize that my younger boys and little girl are going to grow up, and I want to have a place here at home that we can make memories. And that's what this whole thing is. I mean, I can have money in the bank, or I can have memories. My kids can make memories. And this isn't something for just us, but for everybody else that comes by and visits or wants to do things. It's a place to have fun and a place to make memories. And I think that's something that sometimes we just forget about. We need to slow down a little bit and enjoy what we have. We need to enjoy the kids running around on their motorcycles, driving the Rangers, sitting in Dad's tractor or bobcat, just having fun. We need to take a moment out of our busy schedule and just spend it with our wives and our children, and maybe let the world slow down just a little bit. Now, if I can take a moment and step off my high horse, I am building this pond. And I really have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I've got a massive, beautiful area here. I don't have any power close by, but I need to get some sort of aerator in here. So if you know any place that, I don't know if there's a solar powered something, if I can put a solar, whatever they're called, right up there on the hill and have the hoses run down here so it's a bubbler that will come on just when the sun hits it. I don't want to have batteries out here. I don't want to try and run power from way over there and put on a meter and run stuff. I don't want to have to do that crap. So if there's some sort of solar power or something or other, I don't necessarily want to try and put a windmill anywhere. I mean, we don't get enough wind down here in this little basin. But if there's something you guys can think of, I would love to know what other suggestions you have for the pond here that I can do to make this a success. Something I am very much wanting to do is put some sort of zip line on here. I've got that big beautiful tree over there. I've got some big beautiful trees over here. We could easily do something and slide across over to there. But what types of plants can I plant in here? What types of things can I do to make this pond clean so it's not brown, dirty, murky, and crappy and gross? And something that the animals, the fish are going to survive and flourish. There's the right word. Something that the fish are going to flourish in. And then, last of all, I'd like to show you our newest trial. This. Yeah, that was my my Kenworth. And on that note, I'm going to leave you hanging. As Red Green says, if your women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. I have no idea what I'm doing, so at least I'm handsome.